Okay, reading for Masashi, ready? Graduated, researched, collected, gathered, compiled. Use your mouth. I did these kinds of things. 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 I believe I am qualified for this position. I believe I am qualified for this position. Say that 10 times. I believe I am qualified for this position. I believe I am qualified for this position. Would it be a problem for you to move? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. No, unfortunately not, but I've been to. Have you ever been to Australia? No, unfortunately not, but I have been to New Zealand. No, unfortunately not, but I have been to New Zealand. Or, no, unfortunately not. What do you do now? I work part-time at a cram school. Do you like your job? Yes, I like teaching. Yes, I like teaching. How long were you there? I was there for 4 days. How long were you in Afghanistan? I was there for 4 days. The seasons are completely opposite. When it's winter in Japan, it's summer in New Zealand. I studied abroad in New Zealand. I studied abroad in New Zealand, so I should have no problem adapting to life in Australia. The Japanese embassy in Australia. What would you say is Japan's biggest challenge right now? What would you say is Japan's biggest issue right now? What would you say is Japan's biggest problem right now? Some of Japan's biggest challenges are the Fukushima problem, the preparation for the 2020 Olympics, and of course the economy. Oh, and the growing security challenges. We need to take care of these kinds of challenges. When I'm stressed, I like to take walks along the beach. It's relatively safe. It's a combination of military and civilian teams. They reconstruct the country's infrastructure and social services. This sometimes includes counter-narcotics. It's a bit complicated. That was the challenging part. Or it's challenging. Whenever someone asks you about a problem, the word challenge is much more positive than problem. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Or it's challenging. I like my job. It's challenging. Do you like your job? It's challenging. Have you ever been to Australia? The closest I ever got was New Zealand. The closest I ever got was New Zealand, but I hope to go someday. The closest I ever got was New Zealand, but I hope to go someday. Last page. I want to use what I studied at university. That's a good question. That's a good question. I want to use what I studied at university. Those are your notes for last week. I'll upload this separately.